want to introduce my father-in-law who sponsored this event, Dr. Nisha Arora, who's going to introduce his beautiful daughter, who happens to be my wife. Anyway, I give you Dr. Arora.
Well, I need an introduction, not her. So anyway, for those of you who have been with us for a while, welcome back. For those of you who are coming first time, please and thank you from the bottom of our heart. Now, and I'm gonna give rest to Nisha to say what she's doing and what she's gonna do. And all I need is your votes. And few more if you can. A lot more.
A lot of votes, right.
Okay, so first I just want to give a shout out to all of our candidates who are running who are here. Our County Commissioner, Chris Shermack, is here tonight. We have Glenmaura, who's running for sheriff. And we have April Jenkins, who's running for Register of Voters.
Today he's running.
And then we have Jim Bognett, who announced today that he is running for Congress.
Not a local job.
Yeah, a statewide election, which I give you props for because Lackawanna County is too big for me. I couldn't do the whole state. So thank you all for being here, and thank you really from the bottom of my heart for your support, not only by giving us donations for our campaign, but also your support and energy that you bring to every event that you come to. I have some new faces today, so I will tell you what I spoke about on Sunday night, which were 5 things that I think are really important qualities for a judge to have. I think that a judge needs to have experience, education, integrity, a commitment to community, and a commitment to diversity. So my education, as my dad will tell you, was very expensive and very long.
I'm still resuscitating my bank account.
He said he would be flying around in a private plane if he didn't send all 3 of us to college and professional school. So education was really, really important to my family growing up. These were the values that were instilled upon us from a young age. I look around at the faces around me and I see the Dr. and Mrs. Ramakrishna, who I grew up with their children. Their child is a neurosurgeon, and the other one is a pretty high-powered attorney in Manhattan. So obviously we grew up with the right role models and the right familial support to help us succeed in our educations. We didn't have a choice. We had to go to school and we had to bring home straight A's. So true story, I came home with 100 on a test once, and my dad said, was there no extra credit on this test? My mom was even worse. So if you came home with less than 100, you just go away. Like no dinner for you, no dessert, nothing. Not true. She didn't baby us like she babies her grandchildren, I will tell you that much. And my brother will vouch for that also. Rachel could probably vouch for that too, because I think Rachel got yelled at for getting bad grades. She wasn't even related to us then. So after Scranton Prep, I had the opportunity to attend Georgetown University. And what I learned at Georgetown was really how to be a citizen of the world. Many of my friends were from different countries, and I really had the opportunity to get to know different cultures. Growing up as a child of Indian American parents, obviously we were born into a different culture than generally you see in the United States of America. After Georgetown, I went to Villanova for law school. Villanova taught me the importance of hard work. I had wanted to be a lawyer since I was 8 years old. I didn't realize how hard it was going to be to get there, but as the old adage says, hard work makes all of it worth it, right? Nothing comes without hard work. So we learned that success is earned and not given. After law school, I moved to London and got my master's degree. This was because my brothers and I had a competition, and I had to get the most degrees out of everybody. So my master's in law is in international business and arbitration, and honestly, I really had no intention of moving back to Lackawanna County to work at all. I was ready to be out of here. I was ready to be in a big city. As luck would have it, I came back and I was offered a position in the Court of Common Pleas. I got to work with he's become a very dear friend and mentor, Judge Michael Barres. My 3 years with him were the formative years in my legal career. I had the ability to really gain relevant experience. And I think the most important part of experience to understand for this trial court job is that a trial court judge should have trial court experience. There are many of you in this room who are physicians, so you'll like this analogy. You have to have brain surgery, and you get to choose between two doctors, a brain surgeon who has 5 years of experience or a heart surgeon who has 30 years of experience. I think all of you know who you're gonna choose, right? The radiologist.
You need that.
Good one, Jerry. You're all gonna choose the brain surgeon because they understand what operating on the brain entails. The same thing goes for attorneys. We pick paths and we specialize in them. This position in the Court of Common Pleas is a position in the Court of First Instance. The Court of Common Pleas is exactly what it sounds like. It's the court where the common person brings his or her grievances. So that means that you, as a judge, will hear cases from all different aspects. Now, it's been said that the next judge in this Court of Common Pleas in Lackawanna County will take a position with handling mostly family law cases in family court. So the breadth of my experience as a litigator is in family law. After my clerkship, I went on to a prominent family law practice, and I practiced as a family law attorney not only in Lackawanna County, but all throughout Pennsylvania. During that time, I had the opportunity to argue an international custody case in federal court. I argued cases in Pike County, Wayne County. I did custody trials in Northampton. I was everywhere. So every day was a different courthouse and a different road trip. I also had the opportunity to have interactions with many clients. So I didn't just represent companies or businesses or towns or boroughs. I had actual real clients, real people. From that experience dealing with real clients, I learned that perspective is the most important thing you can have as an attorney, and perspective is the most important thing you can have as a judge. The judge's most important job is to listen to the evidence, to listen to the testimony, to listen to the attorneys. From that listening is how you draw what you are going to apply the law to. That is how you draw the facts. From having so many clients, I've learned the actual art of listening. When I left family law, I went into the field of real estate law. So every day I continued to get to listen to clients. Last year I did over 230 closings, I think, which was a phenomenal number of people that I got to deal with. And people are the most important part of this election, I think, because we as a community have grown. We've become much more diverse. Our population has expanded, and I think taking into account the different perspectives that all of the people in our community have is very important for the candidate who becomes judge. So the next thing I want to talk about is integrity. I think integrity is vital to any position, but most of all to a judge, because again, back to the people. You are taking the time, effort, and energy to put your faith in me, to elect me to a position where I get to adjudicate over you. I don't ever want to be a judge that people say is someone who looks down upon everyone or makes decisions based upon what people look like or their situation or their background. I truly know, because of my diverse experience and my ability to experience life throughout different cultures, that I can be a judge for all people. I want to talk about a commitment to community. I think that the specialty courts and the diversionary courts we have in Lackawanna County are vitally important. We've been able to funnel 20% of the criminal cases to these specialty courts. That is a phenomenal amount, a great percentage. Our specialty courts and diversionary courts are models for the rest of the state and the entire country. The reason the specialty courts are so important is because addiction is a huge problem in this area. If we battle the addiction at the root cause, we can prevent people from committing crimes over and over again because of that addiction. We break the cycle of incarceration and we create people who can then be contributing members to our society. Final thing I want to talk about, and an important thing because we have a very diverse crowd here, is a commitment to diversity. Every day I do closings for people who are not from here. They're not from America. And I was thinking about it today. I said, our diversity is really what makes us great. If you look at this American flag, all the threads are different colors. The flag is made up of different textures. The different backgrounds, different heritages, and different perspectives on life are all woven together in our community, just like the flag. And that's really what makes America great. That's the reason my parents came here. That's the reason many of you came here, in pursuit of the American dream. In order to preserve this, we need to all make a commitment to putting a judge on the bench who understands that all people don't come from the same place, that no one should be judged because of their socioeconomic status or the color of their skin or their background, that everybody deserves a fair chance. You need a judge who understands that a lack of perspective can result in a misinterpretation of the facts. And I really know that I'm going to be able to sit up there and be fair, impartial, and make all my decisions with integrity. So again, I thank you all for being here. I would ask, as my father-in-law asked the other night, if each of you could reach out to 5 of your friends, family, or colleagues and remind them to vote. Ask them if they will vote for me, vouch for me, tell them that I'm the candidate that you want to see on the bench. And together we can make it happen, because one by one we'll get there. And November 2nd is only 2 weeks away. Wow. So make your phone calls, make your text messages. And a special thank you to all of our hosts and sponsors tonight. Your help is truly generous and much appreciated. Without all of it, we wouldn't be able to have put on the campaign that we did. And a special thanks to my husband, because who else would put my face in his car? Even my own dad doesn't love me that much.
I try.